Hello guys, this is Evil and this is my tutorial for Postal 2 on Insano difficulty, any percent category of course. First I'm gonna show you which version I'm using. It's hard to see actually, but it's a 5022 and it's the latest version on Steam. And we use it because it's the fastest version, because it allows us to skip the cutscenes at the end of each day, which saves about 1 minute in total or something like that. So definitely use this version. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing you can set outside of the game. There used to be a launcher.exe where you could set up stuff like rendering mode, graphic details, audio, and so on. But that was removed in 5.0 versions, so you can't find it anymore. Now we proceed to options, and I'm gonna show you few things that you should set. First, we go to game, crosshair. I highly recommend to enable crosshair. You will need it. Crosshair type doesn't really matter. It's pretty much a personal preference. I use this one because it's big and I like big things. Intensity is basically this. Always have it to 10. Don't really see any other reason to have it on lower, because it makes it more invisible. Then it's the autosave, always on disable. Autosave means that it autosaves at the beginning of each day, and it actually makes the game slightly lag at that point, and you lose about half a second or something. Blood and gore, we don't need it. Inventory hints, gameplay hints, we don't need those either. Use weapon selector. Yeah, that's a small menu which pops up when you select a weapon. So, for example, if you have machine gun and MP5, which are both weapons under 4 key, you will see a small display with both of these weapons, instead of if you would press 4, it would choose automatically the first weapon from that slot, which would be machine gun, I think. Weapon selector full screen, don't use it, it's useless. Weapon selector or auto switch, automatically switches between weapons while using the weapon selector. I actually don't know what this means, but usually auto switch is bad, so nope. Auto switch weapons on pickup and empty, nope, don't do that. That's if you pick up a weapon from ground, you will automatically, the game will automatically switch to that weapon which you don't want to. On empty, that's yeah, basically what the tooltip says. Weapon bob, useless. dual wielding swap. Don't really know actually. Auto switch inventory in pickup. Definitely disable this. It is when you pick up for example in a parcel center. When you pick up the package, it will switch your inventory to that item, but you want to have health pipe active, so definitely don't use it. Aiming assistance, that's sort of a how much aiming assistance should be applied. Yeah, I used to, but I'm not sure if for example if you would use 1 or 0, if it really makes a huge difference. I don't really know that. I haven't done much testing about this, and I think the difference is rather small. But still, any assistance is pretty good. I think it might be useful for brewery where you use a lot of pastel shots. Maybe I'm sorry, I don't really know if it's the best thing. I think it is, but not sure. Crouch toggle. You don't want to use that because we use a trick called crouch jump, which is for example known from Half-Life series, where you basically you crouch and jump, and that gives you a little bit more height. Damage, flash brightness, controls red flashes that show direction of attacks. We don't need it. Show tracers, not needed. Show game timer. This displays the in-game timer, although it's not really accurate, and it also resets whenever you quick load your quick save. For example, when you're doing petition signs and you have to reload your quick save, then the timer will reset instead of continuing. So that makes this timer pretty inaccurate, that which is why we use real time or time with loads. Strict game timer. Yeah, that means that the in-game timer will always run during cutscenes, except the loading zones, but we found it really inaccurate as well. That's why we are not using it. Display achievement, that's up to what else. Controls, yeah, there's actually a lot of keys you have to use for this game, and by the way, you can see on my on the video that I will be using key arrows and numpad, and that's because I'm really used to it. I'm really used to play FPS games on key arrows and on the numpad, because it allows me to use a lot of keys which are around. Well, of course, the same thing can be said about WASD, but even though I can use that as well, I would have to rebind all of the weapon slots. So instead I can just use the numbers on numpad. But it's just up to your preference, whichever you like. So let's go to movement is you just need forward, backward, strafe left, strafe right, that's it. Actions, you need a key for empty hands. It's really useful. Then you need a crouch button for crouch jumping. Then you need jump. I use my right mouse button since I used to play Quake for many years, so I'm really used to it. Then you need kick button. You can see that it doesn't actually show that it's bound to any button except the the I think it's right stick, seems like it on gamepad, even though my gamepad is unplugged, so I don't know what the hell. But anyway, this is I use my mouse 4 button or the side button on my mouse. It's really comfortable and easy to reach. Unzip zip pants, this is used for a trick. In this game you can unzip your pants and then piss, kind of like in Duke Nukem's 3D, if you know that game. I hope you do. And if you piss on yourself and you're on fire, it makes you extinguish yourself. I hope I said it correctly. I'm not a native English speaker, so sorry if I said it incorrectly. So yeah, if you're on fire and you want to extinguish yourself, you just unzip your pants, you look up, and then you piss, and the urine just drops on your head, and it extinguishes yourself. Sorry. Commits suicide, useless. That this is useless as well. That's just some kind of shouting. This one means that you blow yourself up, which is useless. Weapons, primary fire, secondary fire. We actually don't need secondary fire. It's not even in my NOH board, as you can see. We don't need it. Previous weapon, next weapon, we don't need it either because we have buttons for that. Drop weapon, this one is useful in one instance that will be in Wednesday, where we drop our weapons. I will explain it where and when and why we do that. Rifle zoom in, zoom out, it's useless. Weapon groups, yeah, that's these buttons are all are all on my numpad. We don't really need all of them. For example, we don't need number 6, we don't need number 7, number 8, and number 0. We don't need those at all. Inventory, yeah, inventory. Use item, I just use an enter, but it's up to this button is for using, for example, a health pipe if you're low on health. Drop item, that's basically the same as drop weapon. We will only use it in one instance unless you you pick up a cat and you want to throw it out, or this book actually that we will be getting on Tuesday. Next item, previous item. As you can see, it's bound on my mouse wheel. So that's just how I prefer it. Show map, we don't need it. Quick health. Quick health is useful when you have the when the item that is in the how should I explain it? Uh, Basically, if your chosen item is not, for example, health pipe, donut, biscuits, anything that heals you, and you don't want to use your mouse wheel to scroll down the entire inventory, because that's of course slow, then you can just use this button and it will use any healing you have in your iron inventory. I'm not sure if it chooses, if it prefers, I mean prioritize uh, bigger healing such as health pipe or smaller healing first. I don't know that. I don't really use this button. I usually I I already have the health pipe chosen. Inventory menu, we don't need it. Miscellaneous. Yeah, quick save, quick load. You will use this button a lot, especially on Insano difficulty. So definitely bind it somewhere close. I have it on insert, and quick load is on home. Skip cutscene. I use just enter, which is the same button that I use for use item. You can have it, I think by default it's on space, not sure. The rest we don't need. Navigation, this is mainly for gamepad, we don't need it at all. Gamepad movement, don't need it. Oh, I was just there. Input config, here you can set up your sensitivity. I use pretty low, as you can see, because my mousepad is really a big one, so, and I'm really used to low sensitivity. Or slope is that when you go up slopes, the crosshair will move up and down, which is really annoying, so don't use it. Gamepad, you don't really want to use gamepad for a speedrun of FPS game. That will be all from controls. Now you go to video, and since we use real time, I highly recommend to use the lowest resolution, which is 1024 by 768. It's not widescreen, but you can just use this button and then apply changes and it will make it widescreen. But I prefer 4 by 3 aspect ratio, so that's what I use. You can actually set a lower resolution like 640 by 480 in file called postal2.ini, but for some reason it will only affect the game itself when you're in the game. If you switch to menu, or then it will automatically switch back to 2024 by 768. I don't know why it does that, but it just does. um, window mode, there's a trick called a cutscene skip. We only use it once in on Wednesday, and it saves about 6 to 8 seconds. And in order to make it work, you really need to play in full screen. If you choose windowed or full screen windowed, it will not work. So if you want to have the best time possible, use full screen always. Triple buffering, that's for vertical scenes. If you use it, I don't. Brightness, that's up to you. By the way, you can maybe sometimes see that my frame rate is 120. That's because my monitor runs at this frequency or refresh rate, and I have Bandicam running, and it limits the frame rate to 120. Otherwise the screen would be flickering. That's a bug in OBS, where if you try to capture this game with OBS and you use window or monitor capture, the screen will flicker based on your frame rate. If it's basically synced with the frame rate you're recording, it will not flicker. But if it's off sync, it will flicker, and it's really annoying. You can actually capture this game with game capture in OBS, but unfortunately, if you alt tab to perform the cutscene skip trick, and then you return to the game, the recorded screen will be frozen, so it will not record any further. I've tried to hide the capture source and then unhide it, but for some reason that usually makes the game crash. So don't use it. There is actually a workaround for this flickering issue, and that is by using the Voodoo 2 wrapper, which converts the DirectX source, since a Postal 2 runs at a DirectX 8. It converts it from DirectX 8 to DirectX 11, and it actually makes your frame rate by about 20-30% higher. But the cutscene skip actually works with this, with the Voodoo, but it's slower. It's like it only saves about 4 seconds instead of 8, and since it's a third-party application, I would recommend to not use it for speedrunning, since it's kind of a shady, if you know what I mean. Yes. Audio, there's yes, music. I use 0, which turns it off. It doesn't affect the loading times at all, but there are few occasions where you really want some kind of audio cues. So any music in the game is pretty annoying. Or audio mode, I've tried to switch between these modes, but I haven't really found any difference. So I just use software 3D, and the rest. If you want to have subtitles, you can enable them, but it's useless. Uh, Performance, yes, this tab is actually quite important. Uh, this slider affects how close to you will be fog. I have it on maximum, since I also have enabled infinite visibility, since I have a pretty good a computer, so I can have it enabled and it has no effect on my gameplay. I pretty much have over 120 FPS everywhere, so it's not an issue for my PC. But if you have if you don't have a modern high-end PC, then you will definitely want to have this disabled and lowered visibility to about 70, 80. It's up to the lowest is 40. Fire effects, smoke effects, we don't need those. Blood spout effects, don't need those. Don't need this, don't need this. But we do need this bystander population. This affects how many people will spawn in each zone. It's a bit random, so even if you set if you set it to maximum, which is 30, you are not guaranteed to have a bystander in every zone everywhere you go, so be aware of that. I use only 15 because this setting actually slightly affects your loading times, but it's really very minor. It's like 0.2 seconds or something like that, so it's not a big deal, but it affects it. And yeah, that's it. Corpse, we don't need this. Ragdolls, don't need it. Anisotropic filtering, that's up to you. It's just graphic settings. Field of vision, I use 90 because I'm used to it. But if you want to, you can use higher, it's up to you. But be aware that this will affect your jumping abilities if you change it, for example, from 80 to 110. It will definitely affect your success in jumps and so on. And the rest of these are useless. They only slow down your loading times, so don't use them. Yeah, and that should be all actually. All from the options, and it only took half an hour. Great. As you can see, I don't have the DLC installed, which the reason for it is because I'm actually running this game off RAM disk. If you don't know what a RAM disk is, it's basically how should I say it? Basically, you reserve a part of your RAM or your main memory, operating memory, right? RAM, you reserve a part of your RAM, and you create a virtual drive on it, and then you can use it as any partition like your HDD or SSD. Um, the the advantage is that her RAM is much faster than your HDD or SSD. Uh, if you have a pretty fast SSD, it will actually not make your loading times faster at all, but it will make them more consistent. For example, if you play from SSD, then you go from one loading zone to other one, and let's say it loads in 2.2 seconds on the first try. Then you go back, and then you go basically where you were before, and the loading time is now, let's say, 2.0. You go back again and again back and the loading time is now 2.1. So that's not consistent at all. But if you use RAM disk, it will always be the lowest number, so it will always be 2.0, because the game is already preloaded in your RAM. And yeah, um, the answer to the reason why I don't have DLC installed is because I only have 16 gigabytes of RAM, and the Postal Do game itself takes about 5.2 gigabytes, I think, but with the Paradise Lost DLC it takes over 8 gigabytes. So I only use 6 gigabyte big RAM disk to save some space in RAM, because if you ran out of RAM while using RAM disk, your computer will probably blue screen. So be aware of that. I'm gonna take a drink. Okay, so now we can proceed to the game itself, which is new game, and yes, difficulty. There's a lot of difficulties. You would think that the Liber mode is the best and easiest difficulty. Easiest, yes, but best, no. The best difficulty for speedrunning this game is Insane O, at least on any % classic mode. There's also enhanced game, but that's a completely different category, which I will be explaining in another video. But the reason we use Insano is because the higher the difficulty, the higher your chance for the higher chance you have for a rocket launcher drop, and rocket launcher can save up to 1 minute if you perform one trick really good. If not, you will lose time. If you would play, for example, most runners use easy difficulty. I'm not really sure why, because Liber mode is easier. But if you use easy, pretty much have no chance for rocket launcher drop, which means it's slower. but easier. Insano is, even though the name suggests it's insane, it's really not that difficult, as you will see. There are more difficulties above. They are harder, but the difference is that from this difficulty they hate me. The game actually will tell you that everyone with a weapon, which basically is everyone, will start shooting at you, which means that you will not be able to complete the petition, and you will not be able to get arrested by cops, which are actually two skips in this run, as you will see. Oh yeah, and you can do the paycheck errand quickly via teller. You have to rob the bank. So that's the reason why we don't use difficulties above Insane O. Alright, so let's start. And as you can already see, I'm using my enter and left mouse button to skip cutscenes and to skip all of the dialogues from Postal Dude. I'm gonna start it again to explain one more trick. Every time you start a new day, there will be a message saving game at the top left corner, and it makes the game lag a bit for about half a second, and to save some time,
This is going to be an interesting day.
to save some time, you start moving forward when you see that message. If you do it sooner or later, you will lose a few decimals. So that's a small trick I learned. Yes, so this is start of the game. Since we're playing on Insano, you really do want to pick up this health pipe. Otherwise you will not. Well, you will be, but it's really difficult to survive Wednesday without health pipe. So definitely pick it up. I always switch to money here, because if you try to skip the when you finish an errand, there will be a short horde list dialogue. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Horde list. Core list. Horde list. And if you mash enter, then you will use the map or whichever item you have in the small circle on the right, or you can just bind your use item and skip cutscene button to different ones to avoid this issue. So we turn around and we jump. For some reason the jumping is about 2% faster than just running. I've tried all sorts of movement, like jumping, crowd jumping, backwards jumping, diagonal jumping, really anything I could think of, but the best way was just to jump forward. Yeah, and here you have two options based on your frame rate. If you have a really bad PC, then you should probably go right. But if you have a good PC, you can just head left to the next loading zone. Since I have a good PC, I'm gonna show you the high frame rate route first. So we just jump. Here's a first trick. We jump here, and then we have to squeeze through this hole or gap. You can just jump like this or crouch jump, whichever you want. And then we jump forward to the Lucky Ganesh shop.
God, what's that awful stench?
Okay, and here is another trick. Since we want to pick up that milk over there in the dairy goods shelf, and there are few boxes in our way, we don't go around like this. We just jump and kick it. That moves the box away. Then we pick up the milk and skip the whole list by mashing skip cutscene button, or however it's called. And now we have to get back out of this building. To do it, we use what's called milk skip or Lucky Ganesh skip, and you really do need a high FPS. The recommended value here is about 250 plus FPS. As you can see, I only have 120, and as you will see, it won't work at all. The basic idea is to jump onto this left shelf, and for some reason the game will think that you got stuck, and if you get stuck, the game has a feature that will make you unstuck. It will warp you few feet backwards, I think. And if you do it twice, it will actually warp you forward, and we use this to basically clip through this wall. So I'm gonna attempt it with 120 FPS, and you will see it will not work. As you can see, nothing. I'm trying, just nada. Nope, nothing's happening. So right now I'm gonna to turn off the frame limiter. I have to go back to Windows. And now, as you can see, I have 500 FPS. Since I'm running a Coffee Lake on 5 gigahertz, so it's a really fast CPU. When I used to have my 3470 on stock clocks, I had around 300 FPS. So if you try to run this game on notebook, you will have a really hard time performing this trick, if at all. And now I will jump to do I have weapons? I don't. Now I will try to jump to this line in the middle from side, like this. Let me say first, like this. And as you can see, it made me stuck. The game actually said you got stuck, and then it warped me back. And now if I do it at the same position or a close position, a nearby position, then it will warp me through the oops. It will oh, that was really unexpected. It will warp me through this wall. So here we go. First, and now second. And I'm in front of the wall. You can also do it in this corner. You can use either just hold jump, or you can crouch jump. It doesn't really matter in this corner, but it actually matters in this middle line. If you crouch jump, it will probably, yeah. I as you can see, I just use crouch jump onto the shelf, trying to get stuck, but I actually got stuck, but the game doesn't think so. So now I'm pretty much fucked. Well, I can just quick save and quick load, and it will unstuck me, but I'm gonna show you. See, and I'm unstuck. But if you just jump, you will get stuck. There's okay. I'm gonna turn on the frame limiter because I saw flickering. There's of course another way to do it, to leave the building without this trick, and that is by going to the counter, jumping here, and now you just jump over this shelf using crouch jump, like this. Oh, and I was unfortunately too slow, but if let me try again. I will do it faster, and that should be fine. See, and I escape. But of course that is slower than doing the you get stuck trick. And I'm gonna show it again. Oh wait, I want to 20 FPS. Okay, and we're back. Now we just go here. Yeah. Now we are in RWS zone. You can now we need to go there, and you can either use this way around the billboard, or you can use you can basically crouch jump along this wall next to this tree or palm. It's a bit tricky. As you can see, you can just run, you have to crouch jump. and sometimes you can actually get stuck, so be aware of that. Now we just go forward, jump over the the cop car, just keep jumping. There's nothing to see and do. Since we are jumping, then you would think that jumping on stairs is should be done as well, but unfortunately sometimes when you jump onto stairs, the postal dude will sort of stop. I will try to demonstrate it. Yeah, now I got slightly stopped there. I slightly stumbled. So don't jump on stairs. It doesn't save that much. It's not worth it. Now we go around these guys. Oh yeah, there is one trick I haven't explained yet, and that is kicking doors. Because normally when you try to open a door, there's quite a long animation, so it's faster to just jump and kick the door, and it opens any door slightly faster. Now we jump over this counter or desk and pick up the machine gun here. It's quite important to take it, because there's gonna be some fighting soon. Jump over the deck, and now we draw our machine gun that we just picked, and we shoot into the wall in front of us. You can also shoot this
Hey, Vince is in his office. You better go
right
see him.
wall,
Thanks.
but I usually just shoot the wall in front of me, and that aggroes wins,
What the?
as you can see. And now I just kill him. The reason why I kill him is that he sometimes drops rocket launcher. Oh hey, he kicked him.
Now you're dead, bitch.
Lol. He sometimes drops rocket launcher. This guy does it, can drop
you not to
it
fuck
as
with
well. But usually they don't have it, but sometimes they do. Both of these guys have what is called standard equipment, and they always have this machine gun, this pistol, and there's always a random drop, which in this case was MP5, but it can be dynamite, another pistol, napalm launcher, anything, any weapon. They can also drop donuts, biscuits, and so on. And now we kick door to this office and pick up the paycheck. Once again we skip the whole list by mashing enter, and now we wait for the cutscene to play.
Come on, everyone, follow me.
And from this office I recommend to go immediately to right exit door instead of this front door, because as you just saw, the front door usually gets blocked by these Protestants, so definitely use the right exit door. And now our goal is to pick up any weapons that are lying on the floor. Oh, wow, and then we just have to go lucky, like I did just now. And the goal here, after the cutscene was played, the goal here is to escape the RWS building and hope that some of the Protestants or bystanders have rocket launcher. As you just saw, one of the Protestants had this weapon, so we have to pick it up, and we also have to make sure that it has at least 30 ammo. If it has less than that, then it's pretty much around that, because we really do need 30 and more more ammo. The ammo drop is unfortunately random, and it's usually between 10 to 90. It's completely random. So let's pick it up, and then we jump through this window. We have to shoot the glass, of course, and then we crouch jump through this window and leave the building. Then there are some assholes. We can kill them because they can actually be pretty annoying and can even kill you if you're not careful. And if you didn't get rocket launcher drop from the RWS building, there is still hope. Now we have to go back to the zone with Lucky Ganesh, and on our way we can check if some of these bystanders have a rocket launcher, and we do that by basically going next to them with our weapon drone. Let me show you.
My grandmother could beat the game if she saved as much as you do.
As you can see, if you have weapon drawn out, then every bystander and every cop will draw their weapons, and thus you can check if they have rocket launcher or not. If they have, for example, machine gun or MP5, it's sometimes worth to kill them and pick their ammo. They can also kill you. And oh yeah, if a bystander is standing, we I actually got pretty lucky this time. If a bystander is standing, what it's called? If it's standing with their backs towards you, then you can aggro them by by either shooting them or shooting into the ground. But okay, I might actually not be able to survive this. Oh wait, I actually was able to survive. Never mind. Let's jump back through this gap. And now we skip another speech. Okay, and now we have wanted level. That's the police badge icon with timer or progress bar. And now we have to enter bank, and if you want to have any success to do the paycheck, you really don't want anything on your wanted level. Usually if it gets too high and you have to wait for too long, it's run dead. But there's like still half a minute before you get to the bank, so it may expire until that time. Now we use crouch jump to jump onto this pavement or whatever it is, like this. And here's another jumping sequence. This one is a little bit tricky, but it's not that hard once you learn how to do it. Basically you go like this, and then I usually hold jump and forward, and that lets me jump onto this platform or ledge, and you jump exactly here as my gun is pointing to. Oh, and I failed. Okay, let's try again. Okay, I got it one more time. Now that I see, it might actually be frame rate dependent. I'm not really sure, or maybe not. Then you go here to this spot, and now you jump. Okay, I was too close actually. And now you jump here onto this ledge, and now you have to go a little bit back, otherwise you hit this and it will propel you backwards, and you fall down off the rock. And you once again, maybe I need to use crouch jump. Okay, yes, got it. I'm not really used to this frame rate, so I'm sorry for any issues that I'm having right now. Okay, I got it. And you get up onto this rock. As you can see, I'm almost out of bounds. And now we just jump twice onto this ledge, and you jump onto this roof. And now you follow this line, basically just hit this corner. And now from the edge of the roof, you jump here onto this ledge.
Didn't you just save? Ow!
Easy pie. And then you fall down. If you have a really low health, like 1 or 2 HP, make sure to land sort of here, and then this way. otherwise you could actually die from the fall damage, and it happened a few times. Now we jump. Go up this stair, and once again you crowd jump or just jump onto this platform. And now we have to go down to the bank, and at the same time make the bystanders below us panic. This is pretty easy on easy difficulty. You just shoot through the window, any window, and pretty much everybody below us will panic and run away. But on Insano it's a little bit more difficult, so, or rather I should rather say random. There are two methods. You can either use rocket launcher. Oh, by the way, we only have 11 ammo, which is not enough, so if this would have been run, it would have been reset already. Or always, every time you pick up a rocket launcher on Monday and you don't have it yet, always check the ammo. If you have at least 30 and more, otherwise it's reset. So you have two options to make them panic. Either you can use the harder route, which is with rocket launcher, but it can be faster, or you can use slower route, which is with using machine gun or any kind of gun actually. So let me demonstrate what happens if you use rocket launcher. Always aim a bit higher than the window and just, okay, I was too far, and just press the mouse button, hide your weapon, and then just drop. And as you can see, everybody is dead, because on Insano, if you make someone scared, they usually pull out their weapon and start shooting around. And if someone in this room dies, the teller, which is here, will run away, and you will not be able to do the paycheck errand quick. As you can see, she's probably dead. Yeah, she is dead. I'm gonna show it again. Let's see what happens now. Okay, so now we got lucky, actually. And what happens now is that we need to be first in this line in this queue, in order to trigger the paycheck errand, which is controlled by this chick. And if there's anyone in the line, she will just tell us to get to the back of the line and wait, which is of course slower. We don't want that. We cannot kill these guys because it will alert the police and the teller will run away. Same as if anyone in this room dies, she will just go away, or she will not respond to our actions, and she will just ignore us completely. So in this case, we somehow need to get in front of the line or queue, and we can do that safely by giving each of these bystanders in queue, and that's usually done by crowd jumping onto this desk and then jumping onto their heads, as I will now demonstrate. Okay, just jump onto the desk and crowd jump onto his head, and he's gone, he's dead. Same for this chick. Okay, she's gone. Same for here. And this chick is the last one. Okay, and now we have to choose the paycheck, and we can trigger the errand. It's whenever this happens, you can immediately go back, and that skips her dialogue and immediately completes the errand, as you can see. And now I just have to run outside of the bank, crowd jump here, and you go to the Tuesday. I'm gonna show it to you again, just so you can see.
I can help you over here, please. Hello. Hey. I can help you over here, please.
Hello.
I can help you over here, please. Hello.
This is of course this is of course slower. I mean pretty slow to keep all bystanders standing in the queue. The ideal condition would be if everyone in the queue leaves and you're the first in the line, which is very rare, by the way, but it's really fast. It's really fast. Okay, unfortunately I don't have the save from the above the bank, but you saw me using rocket launcher, which is a bit more difficult. Usually they just everyone in the line just pulls out their weapons and start shooting, and that's run that. But if you only use machine gun to shoot through the window, then that's much safer, but you will have to keep quite a lot of people in the queue. It's this is basically or pretty much the most RNG part of this run, except the petition, of course. You will see on Tuesday. And now I'm the first in the line, so I can just pay through, go back, skip the cutscene. Oh, I only have 2 HP. Hopefully I will not die. Crouch jump and go to Tuesday. We can skip it by mashing both and enter and mouse button, and that skipped all of the cutscenes, all of the dialogues, and and so on, and it saves a lot of time. Okay, let me take a sip. Okay, so now we're on Tuesday, and we have a petition to do. The petition involves, oh, what? That flickering is really bad. Oh, that's because I actually don't have 120 FPS but only 90 or 100. Alright. The petition consists of asking few people to sign your petition. You only have to do it 7 times, so let's start. Oh, sorry. You usually you want to ask people that are pretty much on your way, like this chick, and you don't have to go directly close to the bystander to ask them. You can just you can be some kind of distance. It's I can't really, there's really no indicator how far you have to be to trigger it, but once you do a few runs you will be able to get the feeling. It also depends on your FOV, so be aware of that.
Would you please sign my
Let's
petition?
ask her.
You gotta be fucking.
And she didn't sign. By by the way, I asked her and immediately went forward. That's another trick to save time, because she doesn't have to be close to you to sign your petition. She can be in some sort of radius, the same radius that you ask her. And since she refused to sign our petition, we can ask her one more time, and that usually makes the bystander to sign. There's like higher chance if you ask her or him for the second time. And I usually use quick save at the end of the Postal dude's question.
Look, just sign the stupid petition. I've got stuff to do.
Sign.
My grandmother could beat the game
I mean,
if she saved as much as you do.
And
Thanks.
she signed. And after you hear the signing sound, you can already leave, and or turn your mouse around. If you do it sooner, then it will not count. I guess I can show it. See, the animation worked, but there was no signing sound, so it didn't count. And
shit.
And if she refuses even for the second time, we just quick load.
Shit.
Again.
Thanks.
Okay. And now we go to the library zone or Lucky Gunner zone. Ask for example that guy over there.
Would you please sign my petition?
And he signed on first try. And now we go into the library, and we jump onto this guardrail, and now you have to perform crouch jump to jump onto this platform. It's a little bit tricky, but doable once you try it for a few times. Okay, and I actually missed it. So let's try again. Okay, I got it. And then you can crouch jump onto this guardrail, and it saves time going around over this stair. It's like a few seconds, not more. And there's usually a bystander we can ask. There are a few other bystanders, but these usually don't sign ever, so don't ask them. And I usually save here because there can be a bug. Basically, what you're supposed to do in library is to return your book. Either you can wait in the queue, I think you can do that, but it's slow, of course, or you can just drop it into that drop box over there, but it can be a little bit buggy. So we get close to it, the game automatically switches our inventory item to the book, as you can see now, and I usually drop it in this corner, and that mostly works. But if you kind of have to be precise. If you drop it too soon or too late, it will be really let me show you. Stuff like this will happen. If you're too far, you'll just drop it on the floor, and it worked. And now the entire library will be on fire, and now I will perform a skip, which we call library skip. That will skip going out of the library, and it takes about 20 seconds, I think. And there are actually two ways how to do this trick. Let me quick save. There are two ways. The more difficult one, and which is if you can do the more difficult one, it's more reliable and about half a second faster than the less reliable but very easy. I'm gonna try to attempt the more difficult one. You just crouch jump onto this sign, and now you have to basically you have to jump off this ledge, then you hold crouch, otherwise you hit the ceiling, and then you turn your mouse left while holding left button. It's a bit tricky, but I'm gonna try. And once you are close to the painting, you release crouch, and you will land onto this small ledge. So let me try. Okay, I didn't crouch, I guess. Yeah, and it's I personally don't use it because it's, I don't know, it's just difficult even for me. And I felt, but it was close, I suppose. Oh yeah, and I landed here instead of here. If you want to see how it's done, then watch my segmented run where I perform this harder variant or method of this skip. I will just do the easier one. What you do, you just kick this green box or whatever it is, and make sure to kick it into this corner. Now you just jump onto it. Make sure you're directly in the corner. Then you look down, and now you jump, and right after you jump, you kick, and that will propel you upwards, and then you have to hold crouch. So it's jump, then kick, then hold crouch and forward, like this. And it unfortunately it's very random, so it might take a few attempts before I get it. Oh, that was strange. Okay, doesn't want to cooperate. Almost. Nope. Seems like there might be some FPS dependency. Oh, wait. Or maybe not. The goal is to land onto this ledge, which I just did. And now you have to go to this corner. Now, as you can see, I'm actually stuck. There's, I don't know what the hell is here, but there's some object or wall. You just get stuck, so you have to go slightly to the right, and now you can go forward. And your goal now is to land inside this gap, but make sure you don't hold crouch. If you hold
My grandmother could be
crouch,
you saved as much as you do.
You will not get stuck. See? But if I don't crouch and I press forward, I get stuck, and that somehow warps you out of the library. No one knows why, but it just works. Let's ask this dude about the petition.
You gotta be fucking kidding. Look, just sign the stupid petition. I've got stuff to do. Didn't you just save?
And he signed.
Thanks.
Great. Now we have 4 more left. When you leave the library, we just we use this rock to crouch jump onto it for a small shortcut. Let's ask
Thanks.
a few more people. Now we have to go to this building. There's a, I don't know why, but we have to go up this stair, but for some reason there's invisible wall, so you have to go through the middle, and there's another invisible wall. So you really have to go through the middle. Kick the door, and there's a weapon that we need, and that's called Bali. It's a knife, and we will use it to kill Gary, which is another thing on our list. And now we just we can ask someone. There's no one. Oh wait, let's ask this
Would you
chick.
please sign my petition?
No way, you freaking pingo.
Shh, sign my petition, damn it.
Okay, I guess that sounds pretty good.
Thanks. Hi there, would you like to sign my petition?
I'm sorry.
You gotta be. Look, just sign the stupid petition. I've got stuff to do.
What? What happened right now was that I was too far away from the guy, and he just left.
Sign my petition, damn it.
Okay, I guess that sounds pretty good.
Thanks.
And now we have to go to mall and kill Gary to get his autogram. We basically need his book with his autogram, I think. Wait, let me check. Yeah, get Gary's autograph. And we can either do that by waiting in the queue, or we can just kill him and take the book from him. And that's why we need the belly knife, because it kills him instantly. If we would use a weapon like machine gun, it would take a really long time to kill him, but with belly knife it's instant. There should be a priest. Oh, he already left, so we need just one more signature. I always recommend to quick save here, because if you're killing Gary and you move, he will actually not die instantly, and that's pretty much rip run. Oh, and to kill him, you don't use your left mouse button, you have to use your secondary fire, which in my case is the middle button, which I don't have on NOH board. I'm sorry for that, but in order to kill him you have to use secondary fire, which in my case is the middle button.
Here you go.
And then just pick his weapon. Now I was on fire, so I unzipped my pants and extinguished myself. Now we need last signature.
Would you please sign my petition?
I'm sorry.
You gotta. Look, just sign the stupid petition. I've got stuff to do.
No way, you freaking pingo.
Shit. Are you gonna sign this, or will
I
it be your
forgot
surviving
to
family
quick
members?
save, sorry.
Okay, I guess that sounds pretty good.
Okay, done. We jump, and there's a tiny shortcut which you can use. You crouch jump onto this guardrail, and then you quickly jump onto the next guardrail like this, and it's really very minor shortcut. Saves maybe half a second at best, and then you just go to the next zone. Oh, I actually only have 6 ammo, which is really low. Wow. Oh, okay. I have a backup save that I can use, so it's okay. If you have a really high health, you can do small boost here. You draw your gun, shoot this car once, and as you go along the car, you shoot it twice again to make it blow up and give you a short boost like this. Oh wait, sorry. One more again. Yeah, like this. But I'm almost dead, and I do not recommend it to do it if you have less than 50 health on Insano at least. Now we just go here. These guys can kill you, and there are another guys in the church zone that can kill you as well. Since we have the bystander population to 15, there will always be these two chicks, the slim one and the fat one, and they can actually kill us. So in order to avoid being killed, we kill them, and I usually do that. Let me load the proper save. I usually do that by drawing rocket launcher and shooting this car. This will trigger a huge explosion that usually kills both of these chicks. Okay, now we have to do what is called a confession skip or church skip, and this one is really tricky, and you have to be quite pixel perfect. The idea is to shoot a rocket launcher, shoot a rocket and make the rocket drop onto the wall and basically kill the priest. And if you kill the priest, the confession errand will be completed. Normally you would have to go through this entire church and then ask the guy, and it's really long. And there's also another threat for easy difficulty, which is to go to the back of the church, and then you throw Molotov next to the wall where the priest is, and he will die, and that kills that skips the confession as well. But since we are playing on Insano, we have the rocket launcher, we can just use that. This skip saves at least half a minute, maybe slightly more. Okay, so now how to do it. Personally, I prefer to stand about here. Don't stand here, because you will hit these containers. So stand here, around here. Now you Now you quick save, and now you have to basically I usually aim like this, which is the lower bar of my crosshair is slightly touching the left how should I, the left pointy thing of the first tower. And fuck you. And now you have to use about half of your fuel. So I usually use 3 rockets, because not every time the first rocket will kill him. So let's see if it works. That was too much. And one of these rockets should hit him. Then I usually hide here, and it did hit him.
What are you talking about? If it was up your ass, you'd know. Hey, buddy, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Holy shit! We reclaim this holy land in the name of Allah. Prepare to die, infidels.
Prepare to die, infidels.
Come out, my peaceful brethren. It's time to deliver an ass-whooping of biblical proportions. It's go time, you pajama-wearing pagans.
And now we just go forward, and that's it for Tuesday. We skip everything. Okay, and now it's Wednesday. We just go for the first errand, which is vote. We switched to money because we're gonna drop it soon. Kick the door. You can go around this table to the voting booth, or you can just crouch jump onto this table and enter it like this. Now you just mash and enter and left mouse button.
But I'm sure they'll count it. Shit didn't go through all the way, but they can obviously tell what my intention was.
And that's it. Now you can see that I have mouse cursor on the screen, even though that should not happen. Nobody knows why this happens, and nobody knows why this only happens to some people and some don't. But there is a fix later on, so you just have to deal with it. And now we leave through this door, kick the window and leave. There is a faster way to enter this vote booth, and that's we are these phones, I think, like this. But since we are playing on Insano, there's a really high chance that the guy in this room will damage us quite a lot, and that's what we can't afford, which is why I'm using the slower alternative route. But if you're playing on easy, it should be faster to go through the window. Now we go back to our home, and now we have to basically drop our money and machine gun and rocket launcher to the what is called home area or home zone. so we have to drop it here, and you have to be absolutely sure that you're dropping it inside the home area. If you drop it, for example, here, it will disappear eventually, and it will not be there. The idea behind dropping ice inside dropping items inside your home zone is that whenever you drop something inside the home zone, it will stay there forever, which means that if you lose all of your items, all items that you had in your home zone will be there the next time, which is useful because on Wednesday we will lose all of our items, and we really do need money and some guns for Thursday. So we just choose machine gun, drop it. Oh yeah, there's a small issue with Chump, our dog. If you're too slow, he will just grab whatever you drop inside the home area zone, and he will fetch it back to you. You can actually kick him to make him run away, or just shoot him, or even kill him if you want to. But if you're fast enough, you don't have to do that at all, as I will demonstrate. Drop,
Maybe I
drop,
should keep that.
drop. Oh wait, I had book chosen. Let's just kill him. Okay, you drop the gun, drop the money, drop the gun, choose rocket launcher, drop it, and you can go around and exit via this pipe. And if you jump inside the pump, it makes you move a slightly bit faster. Oh, by the way, there's one more thing I completely forgot to mention on Monday. Since we will be losing all of our items on later on this day, there will be a chance to get our pistol back. It will be lying there on a desk, and you might seem that it will have a random amount of ammo, but it's not true. The amount of ammo is determined by the amount of ammo you had before you got captured by rednecks. So right now I have 6 ammo, and if I get captured by rednecks, the weapon lying on desk will have 6 ammo, but of course I will have more ammo. And by the way, 6 ammo is actually quite low. You want to have at least 20. But there's a pistol. Now I have 15. I'm actually not sure how much ammo this pistol gives us, but it's always here, as well as the Kevlar armor, so always pick it up. So now we have 15. Each redneck takes 3 bullets to kill them. So now we have bullets for rednecks. That I think that should be enough, but you really do want to pick up as many pistols as you can on Monday, especially from RWS Protestants. And now we just jump here. We will probably get shot once or twice. Yeah, twice. Oh, actually it's 3 times. All of our armor is actually gone. Wait, I just realized I don't have health pipe. Oh wait, I know why. That's because I loaded a save game from my segmented run, where I don't use the health pipe that I take on Monday, so I don't have it right now, but that's fine. I think we can survive this, or rather, let me try again to have to keep at least some armor. Yeah, that's much better. Now I should be fine even without the health pipe. Okay. And there is a hidden rock behind this bush, which we can jump on and to do a small shortcut, very small one. Otherwise we would have to go around this big rock. So just crowd jump onto it and then immediately crowd jump again, or just jump to get onto this rock, like this. You see, very small shortcut. Okay, and now we will be able to get rid of the
This must be the one.
mouse cursor. So we pick up the tree, and now I press Alt Enter to go to windowed mode, and Alt Enter to go back to full screen. You really want to play in full screen in order to perform the cutscene skip, which will be soon. Ow. Okay, I actually got quite damaged, so let's pick up this health. Let's heal.
That stuff really works.
100 health should be enough, but it's not ideal. I can still die pretty easily, because right now I have to go through the Tora Bora fortress. You have to climb onto these pipes. Huh. Now I just actually learned a new way how to jump onto this pipe. I always just crouch jump like this, but now I can see that you can just go forward and then jump at the end. Interesting. Lol. Oh, and now you just jump onto this, kick the door. If you're on low health, you can pick up this this health pack. I will do so since I don't have the health pipe on me.
That's That's the stuff.
And then you go upstairs. Oh.
Now I can feel my legs.
You can kill these if you want to, since they have often pistols, and more ammo is always welcome. And now, if you would have a health pipe, now would be the best time to use it, since even though you get captured, since we get captured and we lose all of our items, and our health sort of transfers. So now we have 64, and if we and once we get captured, we will also have 64. But if you use health pipe, you will have 125 health, which is advantageous in brewery, because there's a lot of enemies and it's quite dangerous and easy to get killed there. There's a small skip. You go onto this ledge and you crouch jump diagonally onto this slope, and then you slide. I failed it actually. Wow, what's happening? Why doesn't it work? Ah, finally.
Fuck.
Okay, and now I will be performing the cutscene skip. So unzip your pants, start pissing on your grave.
That's the tick.
And now, as the cutscene starts, you alt tab to Windows and wait. And when you can hear any sound, it means the brewery loading zone was triggered, and you can go back to the game.
Wake up.
Okay, now we got captured and we don't have any items and low health, and we have to escape. There are, okay, let me demonstrate. Now we have to go up, and we go here, and we pick up this health pack. You kick the door, and then you can go back to the desk over there and pick up some health if you're real low on health, or you can just pick up this health pack here on desk. And now I will be doing what is called GIMP skip. There is a trigger around this area which triggers a cutscene, and it adds one more errand to your horde list, and that's of course what we don't want to. So we will be jumping over the cutscene. There are two methods to do it. I will only show the first one, and at least for me the easier one. The second one, I don't really understand why pretty much everyone uses the more difficult one, because I just find this one much easier. I can do it pretty much every time, so it's you really should learn it. It's not difficult at all once you master it, of course. So what you do now is that you jump onto this desk and you go as far on the edge as you can, maybe like this. You can quick save if you want to. And now you have to be really precise with your angle and timing, and you have to crouch. I mean, you have to jump before the end of this desk, then immediately crouch, and then land on the third or fourth step of this stair. You jump around here. Here is the line. Let me quickly close. So like this. Oh, and I was actually I actually triggered the cutscene because I jumped too late. Okay, and I fell, and yeah, and I unfortunately bumped into this corner and landed into the trigger as well. Wow, I haven't failed the skip twice in a row in a real long time, actually. What the hell? Yeah, this is really weird, to be honest. Yeah, finally. I will do it few more times. Okay. As you can see, it's not difficult at all. Easy. Okay, that's the gimp skip. Now we go upstairs, avoid these guys, kick the door. Wait.
That's the one.
Go around. Come on, stop shooting me.
There's the killer.
Ah, whatever. Jump. And now we pick up our gun. I think we had, yes. As you can see, this is the gun that I was talking about earlier in the tunnel. I mean, in canals, where I spoke about the pistol ammo. So this is it. This is the desk, and now we have to go through this door. We shoot a barrel which explodes, and that I think that kills one of the rednecks. This barrel. Now we go here with crowd jump, and we shoot this barrel, which kills this guy, who is already dead, but who cares. And we jump onto this and this platform. And now we have to perform another you got stuck trick.
My grandmother
and
could beat the game if she saved as much as
we
you
do it by jumping into this basically stand here, and now just go back. Usually I just jump backwards like this, and it works. And just hold backwards button and you get stuck. If you do it twice, you get one floor up, which is where we need to go. As you can see, these guys were not triggered, so they are just standing here. We can totally ignore them. And now we have to go through this stair, and there will be 3 guys. We have to kill at least 1, usually 2. Let me demonstrate once again.
Didn't you just
Save.
say?
We can ignore.
My
Okay,
guess it
one
is
dead.
shut-handed.
Ignore this guy. Okay, and we are dead. Let's try again. Okay, that's it. Okay, and now we have to jump from this ledge onto this ledge. Let's kill that motherfucker. Die. Let's heal.
Definitely need more of that.
And we can
grandmother can beat the game if she
we
saved
do
as much
that.
as you do.
If you just jump, then you bump into the ceiling and you're gone. We do that by crouching next to the edge, and then we hold jump and a forward. Okay, I did it wrong. Like this. Let me show you again. There is another way to jump onto this pipe. It's kind of tricky and doesn't really save any time at all. And now we have to kill this guy, because he has a dynamite which can kill you like this. So we have to kill him and then wait for the dynamite to blow up, and otherwise we will die. And that's the end of Wednesday. Thursday. That was weird. Right, back. We start the third day by picking up our money, rocket launcher, and machine gun that we dropped on Wednesday. And now we go to do Krochi errand. By the way, in case you have no money dropped or it disappeared, there is a workaround that will cost you 5 seconds. I will show you where you can find money, so you can pay Croce for his doll. So let's go to the mall. Now if you have money, you just go to the left side like this. Then you jump over this guardrail and continue forward. But if you don't have money, then you have to jump over this guardrail, and there's ATM machine which you have to shoot or kick, and there will be money that will drop from the ATM machine that you can pick up and use for the Karachi. It costs about 5 extra seconds, so not a huge big of time loss. And then just jump over here and go here. By the way, there's no specific amount of money that you need for Karachi. You can just give him any amount of money and he will give you the doll. The way how you trigger the Karachi is that you stand
Hey, mascot, I need a bad touch Karachi.
about 1, maybe 2 meters away from him, straight, and you use money on him.
Thanks.
Now you have it. That's it. I have it now in inventory.
Mama said don't touch me there.
And now we go to the junkyard. We have to go to the left side here. You can actually get over this wall or guardrail, but I don't think you can jump over it, or at least I haven't been able to. But you can use a rocket launcher, but since we're kinda short on health, and we have no health pipe, I don't really recommend it, since you will need health in order to do a rocket jump. And you pretty much can't do 2 rocket jumps with just 100 health and survive. Now there will be a long sequence of jumping. There's nothing really interesting that I can talk about, except maybe this one where just crouch jump and you jump onto it, which says maybe second. It's not a big deal at all. I think I could talk about the alternator. Usually when you play this game casually, you pick up alternator on Friday, but we can pick it up on Thursday using a quick save trick. It only works on this gate. So you go to this gate, you stand in front of it as close as you can, you quick save and quick load. This will somehow warp you behind this gate. You may have noticed that the game said you got stuck. So for some reason, if you quick save in front of this gate, you warp through it, and then just go forward, which loads the junkyard zone. Then you select either a pistol or machine gun and shoot the car in order to drop it to this chick. She usually has some shotgun or Molotov, which is kinda dangerous, and we need all the health we can, and she would probably damage us quite a lot on our way back from the junkyard. So we just shoot the car, it drops, and it kills her. There's also this guy in the green t-shirt, but he's not usually dangerous. He can still fuck you up really badly, but it's not a big time loss. Oh, like this. Okay, I guess I will be a little bit quicker. And I recommend to crouch jump when you're entering this zone. Otherwise, the dogs can basically make you jump quite a lot back, which loses you time. They can also boost you, but it doesn't happen quite as often. So just use crouch jump, it's much safer. Now we select the rocket launcher, we go back, and now we have to go through this gate. Unfortunately, we can't use quick save, quick load because it simply doesn't work. So we have to rocket jump over this gate, and the way we do it is that we go as close as to this median as possible, like here. Okay, we aim to the ground, safe, and we slightly load the rocket launcher. Don't just use it, just slightly launch it for, like, I mean, charge it. Charge it for about I don't know, half a second or so, and after you do that, then you have to wait about another half a second, maybe a whole second, and then you crouch jump. Let me show you. And as you can see, the game said you look like you got stuck, which is true, because basically the goal is to jump onto this this pipe and then jump upwards, and that will make the game think that you got stuck, and it will warp you through this gate onto the other side. So let me show you again. It's all about your timing. Once you manage to do it right, then it shouldn't be as hard to make it on first try every run. Really not difficult. once again, and we hide the weapon, and that's it. Now you just jump here onto these rocks, and then we have to get into this napalm factory, and the fastest way to do it is to jump onto this roof. I usually go right next to this pole or whatever it is, and just crouch jump a lot like this. Oh wait, right. Don't jump onto it and then onto the roof. That's usually slower. Just jump next to it like this, and then just go to the entrance, jump here, and to the loading zone. And now you have to run around this police guy. Unfortunately, he blocked the doorway, so let me just do it again. Oh wait, I'm here. Never mind. I'll just do it again. The cop next to the doorway can usually block it, but sometimes he doesn't. Make sure you don't bump into him, otherwise he will stop and completely block the entire door. You have to wait like this, and then you can move forward. Just do a few jumps here, jump here over this gap, and now I recommend to save, because you can you have to jump onto this huge ball. Fuck you. And then jump off of it onto this platform, and sometimes you can fall down and lose about 10 seconds. If that happens, then just go here and like this back, just jump, but it's faster to just quick load your game. Now you have two options, or two ways. You can either go here, or can you please stop looking me everywhere? Okay, I fell down. The right side is actually a little bit faster, like half a second, but you need to have cops follow you to this room, so you can get arrested immediately as the cutscene ends. If you would go through the right side, then the police guys usually will not be in the same room, and you would lose time by looking them around. And now basically you have to get arrested, so just stand in place. Yeah. And now just wait to get arrested. There seems to be no way to make their speech faster or skip them. I tried some kind of quick save and quick load trick, but it didn't really save any time, so it seems like you cannot make it any faster. And unfortunately it can happen that another cop will trigger the whole arresting sequence or speech again after the first cop already triggered it before, and that will make you lose some time. You can see it in my any percent RTA run where this unfortunately happened, and I lost about 8 seconds there or so. So now you are in jail. The reason to get arrested is because it's slightly faster than if you would go all the way from the napalm factory back to this police station. Unfortunately, this means that we cannot pay the ticket at the desk. We have to use the drop box, which is in third floor. But first we need to escape and then pick up the ticket from locker room. So let's do it. Choose your matches and now light them up and try to hit this water splash or fire alarm, whatever, and just leave. Go downstairs, go into this file room, pick up the ticket, choose it in your inventory, and now you have to go to the third floor. There are a few shortcuts on the way, and I highly recommend to quick save at least once here, because there might be some enemies with rocket launcher or stuff like that, and that you can actually die here. So make sure to quick save at least once. Now you go like this, last shortcut. Now you have to drop the ticket. I recommend to just quick save, go like this and just drop it. That's it. And now you have to escape the station. I usually do it by entering the captain's office and then just kick this window and then escape through here. And now you just go here. Now you have to drop down and go back to the station, but there is a but you have to make sure to not trigger a loading zone, which is right on these stairs. See, that loses you time, because you would have to go back and then enter another loading zone, and that's like at least 5-second loss. So I usually just what the what? That shouldn't have happened. Did I just find a new trick? That's okay. I've never seen this before. Usually I just crouch on this. Oh wait, I don't have any. Usually I just crouch on this roof and drop as close as to this door as possible to avoid this this trigger here, and then just enter the station and pick up go to the armory or whatever evidence room, I guess. Pick up these 3 health pipes or alternator and your weapons. Unfortunately, since I actually have a save. let me try again. If there is another reason not to trigger that loading zone, and that is that for some reason if you had a rocket launcher, it will not be in that evidence room. I don't know why, it just won't be there. Wow, what a mayhem.
Got the scumbag right here. Stop what the? I've got the perp in view. Stop right there!
Okay, we go back. Kick the glass. Go here. And now I just go like this. Come on. Kick the door. Go back to the evidence room. And as you can see, there's a rocket launcher that we really do need. Oh, and Croce wasn't here. Huh. Okay. Give me a break. Okay, let's try what happens if I quick load here. Yeah, now it works correctly. That was really weird. Oh wait, I can actually show you what happens if you go into this loading zone and then back. You see, the rocket launcher is not here, neither is Croce, but I think you can actually leave without Croce, but you definitely cannot leave without the alternator, since you need it for Friday. So let's just pick up all of these weapons. If you happen to not have a rocket launcher, either you went out of ammo, or you triggered the loading zone and it's not there, don't panic, since usually when you go to Midward there is at least one guy who has a rocket launcher on Insano, so you can just kill him and take his weapon. Now select health pipe in your inventory, and now we have to do a pretty difficult jump or jumping sequence, and unfortunately I got wanted level, which is pretty bad. I don't want that at all. So let me just wait a little bit to make it disappear. Come on, game. La 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 la. Okay, fine. Now we have to enter Midward. The fastest way is to jump onto this rock formation and then go behind the mid-house, which skips the mid-house a cutscene, and you also enter it from a faster entrance. So basically just go here, about here, like this, and now you have to jump onto this platform, which is why difficult actually, because you can easily overshoot it or over jump like this, and you just fall down. If that happens, just load your game. Okay, I got it. Let me show you again. So just go here, jump here. Ah, failed. It's a little bit tricky to do, but doable. Then just go here, jump here, and now I highly recommend to quick save here. And now you have to basically go up onto this rock, and if you do it incorrectly, you fall down like this. And I fell, and there's no way to go back up, so you have to keep on the right side like this. Ah, damn it, I screwed up. Come on, game, don't be a dick. Okay, and now we just jump here. Now you have to basically enter the mid-house entrance correctly. If you if you jump here, you will be warped here, which we don't want to, of course. So you have to jump about this spot like this, and just hold forward, which teleports you to this hallway, and then just go forward. And now mid-house has been loaded, or I mean mid-ward, and now just enter it. Wait for the cutscene to end. And now just go through it, jump around a lot, make sure to heal a lot, and make sure to quick save a lot. You can. I also recommend to kill as many butchers as possible. Kill this guy, and this guy.
This can't be good for me, but I feel great.
Okay, now select your shotgun, and there will be 5 enemies. This one. Oh, by the way, every enemy in mid-ward is static, which means that if you remember their position, you can take them out really quickly. There are only like 2 or 3 enemies which are slightly random, but usually they are all static in their position. Now we have to go through here, and then turn around and go here. And there might be an enemy with either dynamite or rocket launcher, so make sure to quick save around this area, otherwise you might get killed.
Didn't you just save?
So, one guy, come on. One guy, this guy, and this guy. And there's usually another guy, but for some reason he wasn't there. I don't know why. Oh, wow, really, dude? Can you die? Okay, and now we will perform another you got stuck, and that is by crouch jumping onto these boxes, and then we go exactly to this spot. That's it, and we have to do it twice, and when you do it for the second time, make sure to aim about here, like this. And you will warp here. Now just now just shoot your gun, pick up any weapons you want. We don't really need them, and just go to the exit. You don't have to kill any cops at all, because if you don't have your weapon drawn out, they will not shoot at you, so it's fine. Okay, now this is for Friday, the last day. Now we have to select our alternator. Usually it's twice up at this point, and now we have to drop it in this home area, but we have to make sure that Chump doesn't fetch it to us. We can do it usually by making him aggro, by kicking him, or just shooting it. So we kick him, we drop it, and we go here and crouch jump over this fence like this, and we leave. But definitely make sure that he's aggroed, otherwise otherwise there is a chance that the alternator will not be there. which would seriously fuck up your run. The reason why we drop it in the home area instead of like immediately is because if you pick it up as the last item, it skips a newspaper cutscene which saves about 10 maybe 15 seconds. So that's why we pick it up as the last item.
Hey, now I can't feel my legs.
Okay, now we go here. At this point of the game, we don't really need any items. If you have a health pipe, it's good to use it. So you have 125 HP, because we will get arrested very soon. But if you don't have it, it's okay. We will get another 3 health pipes very soon. Just make sure that you have some rocket launcher ammo. We have plenty of it. Okay, in this area there is a small shortcut with using rocket launcher. You select it, you go here, you charge it slightly, and basically do a rocket jump onto this roof, and then go directly into this zone, and this saves maybe a second. I personally don't do it because it's kind of unreliable, at least for me. So I just go here around the building and lose about 1 or 2 seconds. Oh, and by the way, the postal dude is always saying I need to go, I need to seriously piss, but don't piss at all, because if you do,
just save.
if you do, this will happen. You will get another errand which we don't want to do, obviously. So if you ever get on fire on Friday, don't extinguish yourself with piss. Just go. And if you have health pipe, you can heal up. Fortunately, if you're on fire, your health goes down pretty slowly, so you can usually survive, unless you're like 20 HP and have no healing at all. Let me try the rocket jump, but I don't think it will work. Almost. Yeah, you kinda have to be precise here. Which is why I don't do it. Come on, game. Almost. Never mind, I just won't do it at all. I will just go around. Like I said, it's like one, maybe two seconds time save if you do it correctly on first try. Now you go here, and there are two. There are two triggers for a cutscene. One is here in this area with those cars, and the other one is here up on these stairs. We cannot skip this trigger. We have tried and failed, but you can actually skip this one by crouching under it, because for some reason it doesn't cover this whole area. So you go here under the stair, you crouch, and you go to this tree like this, and now you can stand up and just go further.
Wow, Uncle Dave's having a party.
Okay, now we have to kill Uncle Dave, because that's much faster than just giving him his present. There are two, and we do it by jumping onto this small ledge and then going over there. And there are two ways to jump onto this ledge. There's easier one and there's the harder one. I usually do the easy one because the hard one can really fuck you up. Basically, the hard one is jumping here. The easier one is to jump here. So let me try the hard one. You have to be really close to the ledge, and then sort of crouch jump and try to hit this spot. See, it's a little bit tricky. Okay, I got it. And the easier one is just crouch jumping here. Wait. See, much easier. And you have to duck under this window, whatever, side panel. Then you can stand under again. Now you go here.
I need to take a piss.
Select your rocket launcher. Now you have to charge it twice and try to hit this corner where Uncle Dave is. Sometimes you only need to charge rockets, sometimes you need 3. We don't really know why. Just charge it slightly. see, I did it twice and it didn't work, so another one, and he's dead. Okay, now we have to get arrested for the second time, and this is a little bit tricky. I will show you why. So just go here, make sure to not get yourself on fire, which would pretty much kill your run. So just go here, quick save, and then get close to this cop and wait to be arrested. Unfortunately, sometimes there's this guy or chick. What the? Unfortunately, in this room there will be always some chick or guy that will want to kill you, and if he or she hits the cop here, it will break the arresting sequence and you will not get arrested, and that will cost you a lot of time. So if that happens, if you see that there will be someone trying to run into this hallway, then just block this doorway. Let me show you.
I've got the perp in view. That's it.
Like this.
I'm going to have to cuff you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything
I
you
have
say
faith
can
this
be
system will
against
set me free.
Okay, I couldn't really show you how it works, but basically if you block the doorway, the AI will try to get through it to the hallway and will get stuck, and fortunately it will not attack you, but it will but after few seconds the AI will sort of go back and then start shooting at you, which is really unlucky. So now we are arrested for the second time and we have to escape. So let's choose our matches and do the same trick as on our first arrest. And I recommend to quick save here because there's usually someone with rockets like this guy, which can kill you actually. I'm almost dead, but that's okay. You will not really need a lot of health onwards. You can go directly here and we will go to the evidence room or weapons room, pick up our weapons, 3 health pipes, and we can just leave. And now we have to enter what is called a parcel center, where we get the package, and there are actually 2 ways to enter it. I will show you the both. One is faster, but it requires a certain amount of frame rate. The other one is slower by about 2-3 seconds, and in my opinion it's not worth it, because the faster one, the easier one, is kind of a random, and you can lose up to half a minute there. So now you have an option. You can either go the right way up the stairs for the safer and slower way, or you can go here to the left side for the faster but more random and frame rate dependent trick. And the way how this faster way works is that you jump through this window, you shoot the door that's there, and this will aggro a chick that's inside this house, and she will open a door, and if you sort of hide next to the door, the animation from entering the door will sort of squeeze you, and you get stuck, and once you get unstuck, the game will for some reason warp you directly into the parcel center building. We have no idea why this works, but it does. But unfortunately, like I said, it's a bit random. So let's try it like this. Enter and go here.
I need to take a piss.
Let's see if I aggroed her, and it seems like I didn't, because usually you can hear a sound of door opening. This door. Okay, she was right behind. Let's try again.
I need to take a
Yes, and that's it. I got warped into the parcel center. Unfortunately, it's a frame dependent skip, and it from what I've tested, it only works if you have less than 150 FPS. I have 120 limited, so I was able to do it, but if I would use unlocked frame rate, I would have around 200 or maybe a little bit more, and the trick would not work at all. I have no idea why, but the you got stuck would not be triggered, and you will not be able to do it. So if you have a really fast PC, you cannot do this trick without limiting your frame rate, which I don't think you should limit it just for this trick, because like I said, it only saves a small amount of time. So if you have a high-end PC like me, then just go the right way.
Man, I gotta take a wicked leak.
And go through the front entrance. Okay, and now you have to go left, and now you have to jump onto this counter, kill the black guy, or you can kill the white chick as well if you want to. Then you pick up the package over there, and while you're picking it up, you can start shooting at the door there, because there will usually be a guy opening the door, and you pretty much need to kill as many people here as you can. I will show you why. Kill this guy, pick up the package, heal, pick, kill.
Now I'm gonna have to find it myself.
You actually don't have to do it like I did now, because that's pretty slow, but for showing the next skip I really have to do it.
I've really got
Kill this chick, this guy. Oh, never mind. Can you please die? I I will just clear the entire room. Okay, that should be all of them. And what we do now is what is known as parses center skip. Normally you have to go here, then there through that door and so on, but that's of course lower, and we can do object clipping, or sort of, you basically use one of these 3 boxes to clip yourself through this wall. And the way to do it is to go here, kick these boxes, and you have to kick them to get at least 1 box to this small room. For example, like this. Okay, and you have to get it into this corner, and then what you do is that you basically push onto the box against the wall, and then hold left as you do it, and that will sometimes make you stuck. Let me try it. Okay, I'm actually not okay. Yeah, I got it, and I went through the wall. So let me do it again without killing everyone, so you can see how it should be done in an actual run.
The gene pool is stagnant, and I am the minister of cloning.
Come on. For some reason it doesn't want to work right now. I don't know why. Maybe try. Really, box? Oh, finally. Okay, let me do it again and faster, because that was extremely sloppy.
You probably.
Oh, come on.
Good for me, but I feel.
Come on.
Shit. This can't be good for me, but I feel.
Can you please die? Okay. Let me try it again. Come on.
Say. You go, girl.
Make sure to not piss.
This can't be good for me, but I feel great.
Okay, this actually might be a frame dependent trick, because I'm kind of struggling to get the stuck. It usually works really well. Okay, and I got work. to the
myself.
completely
Damn,
wrong
here I
side.
was minding my own business, just enjoying my Second Amendment rights, and you people have to freak out on me.
Come on, box. What's wrong? Okay, let's try with unlocked frame rate. Yeah, and it worked immediately.
I'm an equal opportunity right in the... Me. Ow! Ow! Oof! Ow! 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 This can't be good for me, but I feel great.
Finally. Okay, that's it. I won't do it anymore. Okay, now you can just leave the parser center entirely, and there is only one thing to do, and that's go back to your home and pick up alternator that we dropped at the beginning of Friday. So let's go here. There are two ISIS guys on this rock. They usually have a rocket launcher, so they can actually kill you. So make sure you have at least one health pipe, so you can heal yourself. And the way to get into our home is to go here, or here. It's entirely up to you, and you go and you jump onto this small wall like this. It's a little bit tricky, and then you jump onto this house, and okay, they actually don't have rockets in this case. So if this happens, you can use a rocket launcher for small boosts like this.
Didn't you just say? Ow.
Okay, and now you have to jump here. Jump onto this rock formation by jumping here like this. You have to follow this small line. If you jump here, you will just fall down. Oh wait, you actually don't. But I usually use this line as a reference point. So just here. Ah, come on. Really, game? Really, game? Oh, fine. Finally. Then jump onto this ceiling, and now you have to rocket jump from this point onto this point, like this. And that's it. It's a really easy rocket jump. And then just go to your home, pick up the alternator, and now you have to go into this corner and then go backwards in order to trigger the end of the game cutscene like this. And that's it. The run is done. And that's it from my any percent insane guide. I hope you didn't fall asleep, since I talk really slowly, and I also stutter, as you might have noticed. But I hope this guide was at least a little bit helpful as a starting guide for those who want to finish this game as fast as possible, or for those who already have experience speedrunning this game, but they did it on easy and want to do it on Insano, either for a little bit of extra challenge or for different route tricks, or just finish the game as fast as possible. Usually time elapsed means is your game timer or in-game timer, and it should be around 30 minutes, even though the real time will be like 37-8, depending on your loading times. But with this run you should be able to get sub 40 minutes quite easily. So yeah, that's it from me. I hope you liked it, and check out my runs and my other guide for enhanced mode, which I will do really soon. Thanks and bye.